Hello, welcome back. There's been yet another very large beta branch update, a very important one last night. They've made a lot of changes. I did do a video on that last night, so I'll put it down in the description if you want to read the full change log. So today we're dealing with Donald Robinson. The power's under these stairs on the right. Lovely. I'm just going to run through a high school. I did choose high school because there was one thing they changed about high school. They lowered the volume of the phones. So I kind of want to see if we can hear one and see what it's like now. I am also going to use the parabolic. Now immediately you may notice something different. It's smaller. It takes up less of your screen. They did make some changes again to the parabolic yesterday. Quite big changes, I might say. So before I do that, let me just check I've got everything. I'm going to use thermometer and the parabolic today. So what they've done with the parabolic, they have increased the parabolic microphone's distance from 10 meters to 30 meters and the width from 3 meters to 6 meters. So it's supposed to point you in the general direction, not pinpoint the room, the parabolic. And then I think what they want you to do is use other pieces of equipment to pinpoint the room. So it's kind of like a portable sound sensor. I do like this change. I find it's very interesting. Already we're getting quite large readings over that side. Interesting. Let me just try the right. Let me get the power on. That's what I want to do first. Give it time to warm up, because what I'm going to try today, I'm going to use the parabolic as they suggested to get the general area, and then I'm going to try and pinpoint it with the thermometer. I see we're not really getting big readings on this side. I might head back left because that's where I... Ah, there we go. There we go. Hang on. So they did lower the volume of the phones, but I still heard it. Interesting. I guess when we were getting that 4.5, there is a bit of a delay. Depends where you're looking. So maybe I was looking kind of towards the gymnasium at the time. And the width is 6 meters now, so it's going to pick up quite a bit to the side as well. I guess you do need to be careful where you look. Let's see what the new parabolic's like anyway. Was it upstairs? Was it downstairs? I'm not sure at the moment. I'm not really picking anything up at the moment. This is my first time using the new parabolic microphone. I think I heard an item, right? Ah, we found the ghost room. It's freezing. Yeah, so we were getting readings in this kind of direction, weren't we? And that phone, I do agree, it was quite quiet. Maybe not as quiet as I was expecting though, because I was still on the other side of the high school and I heard it. That's definitely quieter though. Normally that would be deafening when you're stood next to it. Ah, so it's like... Ah, it's these two rooms, isn't it? This is the detention with Daniel room, I think. Ah, yeah, it counts as all three, actually. Alright, then. We'll get some equipment. And what I'll do, I'll bring the parabolic on my way out as well. We can see if we can get some readings from this direction. Just kind of test the range, see if it's working as intended. I mean... I know you're only supposed to use it to get the general area at the moment, but if you kind of look at the floor in the room, I reckon you can still pinpoint the room that way. It does seem to be working at the moment. Look at those readings. Crazy. Still getting big readings. Let's just test the width. So if I look away, it's dropping slowly. There we go. If I start to look back... because it now picks it up at a wider angle, we're starting to get some readings. And it's dropped. There we go, 7.5. Lovely. 6. Just testing the range of this thing. 4.5. 3. We're still getting readings. 1.5 is probably going to drop off in a second. And it's dropped off. So there you go. And we get readings when we move back here. That does seem to be the range of the parabolic then, roughly about that. That must be about 30 meters in that case. Very interesting. Lovely. Let me just check I'm not getting any false readings from these directions. Seems all good so far. So if I swivel right, I'm getting some readings already. I don't think I'll be able to pick it up much from here though. Very minimal readings, yeah. I think I'll be getting a bit too far away in a second. They've kind of dropped off, haven't they? Lovely. Let's get you on. Do remember there is a slight delay as well when you look somewhere then look there. So some of the readings might be delayed in a different direction. Just checking I'm not getting any false readings anywhere else. Now why am I getting a 4.5? That's interesting. Give it a second. That's what we had when we walked in at the beginning, wasn't it? 1.5s. I'm not concerned about 1.5s. I can put them down to ambient noises. Even 3s. But not very high readings. I'd say 4.5 and above, you're kind of getting a bit suspicious. Yeah, why are we getting 4.5s? That's one thing I'm not sure of. Perhaps there's little... there were some glitch spots previously on other maps. Perhaps they still exist. That pick up parabolic readings. Where they shouldn't. We'll see. I'll leave it there. I think it did its job anyway. Because we were only getting the massive readings when we were looking and approaching the ghost room. Looking towards and approaching the ghost room, should I say. Sorry. There's also been some very other interesting changes with this patch. Let me just grab something, hang on. So let me just run through the other changes for you because some of them are quite intriguing. So they did increase the parabolic range, we've gone over that. They've reduced the size of it so you can see better, we've gone over that as well. Lowered the volume of the phones on school. And now they've also removed some ambient sounds from being read by the parabolic microphone and sound sensors that were not caused by the ghost. So I imagine that's some of those glitched readings I talked about on some of the maps that I've covered before. In particular, I noticed some spots on Grafton, Bleasdale and Asylum. Maybe that's what they're talking about, but they were just spots where you would kind of get like infinite parabolic readings, which were false readings. Yeah, they weren't true readings, but they did used to just go up and up and up. Eventually you could hit like 30 or something on the parabolic. So now for some more interesting changes. This one's very vague, but I like it. Slightly increased the ghost chance to wander on all difficulties. Now that could cause... Ooh, fingerprints. That could be an interesting one. I wonder how many red herrings we're going to get with that update. I'm curious to see how much they do actually wander. They did make it quite vague, slightly increased, but I do quite like that. Keeping the mystery in the game, aren't they? That phone is definitely quieter, I can confirm. We've only got fingerprints in this area, by the way. Let me place the book anyway. Actually, what could it be? Wraith or Banshee? So there's no point using the book. Tell you what, we'll bring in these spirit box, and then we'll know for certain. If it's spirit box, it's a Wraith. If there's no response, it's a Banshee. Wonderful. And finally, there was one more interesting change for those that haven't seen yet. The activity monitor will now show an estimated value rather than the true value. This will prevent you from discovering EMF level 5 without using the EMF reader. Something I never did anyway. It always did feel a bit cheesy. So I am kind of glad they fixed that, because I've always gone in myself with the EMF reader and done it that way. I know a lot of people like to do it just because they could, but it kind of feels like a bit of an exploit in my opinion, so I'm glad they've removed that. They are encouraging people to use all the equipment at the end of the day. That has been the point of a lot of the current beta branch updates. They are tweaking the equipment so people can try and use different strategies, combine multiple pieces of equipment to find the ghost room, stuff like that. Just like they've done with the parabolic. I love that it now gives you a general indication of the vague area. Literally like a portable sound sensor, isn't it? Then you can go and pinpoint with something else, EMF, thermometer, stuff like that. Donald Robinson. Right, we will take... I need an EMF reading anyway, so I may as well... Whoa! That's some funky activity. I mean, they did just update the activity monitor, didn't they? So, very funky indeed. What's going on there? So yeah, we'll take EMF because it's an objective, and I'll try Spirit Box. Then we'll know if it's a Wraith or a Banshee. We need to witness a ghost event and get a photo of them. If only I had more hands. Got to come back and do another trip. The curse of playing solo. One of the drawbacks. But yeah, I cannot keep up with these updates at the moment. I did record a Parabolic one yesterday morning, but before that video even came out, they'd drastically changed the Parabolic again. The dev is on fire at the moment with these updates. I can probably cut through here, can't I, actually? That's an idea. Slight shortcut, I guess. I have to say, I've still not had this as a ghost room. This is like the one room in high school I've never had as a ghost room. I rarely actually go in that room, but yeah, it's kind of a little shortcut, isn't it? I could even go in that room there. That's technically the ghost room, it's all this. Right, moment of truth. What are you? I might leave this by the phone. That should get the EMF reading. Yoink. There we go. Right, are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? How old are you? Hey, good to know. It's a Wraith, alright. Lovely. Give me a sign. Need an EMF reading. Give me a sign. I'm hoping they're going to ring the phone. Give us a sign. Hey, there we go. Ooh. Say again? I believe that's hurt when they say that. Oh, it's escalating, alright. Now I've gone and done it, haven't I? Let me out, Ghosty. Let me out, Donald. I'll be back, though. I do need a photo of you. You better be cooperative. So I do wonder what beta updates are going to be next. They're non-stop at the moment. It's crazy. I wonder if they're eventually going to make tweaks to the sensors, try and buff them a little bit. That is something that people have always talked about. The sensors being slightly too weak. I mean, sound sensors are okay, but I feel like they take too long to set up and get readings, because you've got to place them. You've got to go all the way back to the truck. If you're then in the wrong area, you've got to go all the way back, move them somewhere else, go back to the truck, check for readings, rinse and repeat. It can take quite a while. In the meantime, I feel like you might have more luck just going in and listening for signs. Ah, so this is the new activity then. So yeah, they're making it very like up and down, up and down. So they're giving you estimated activity to try and stop you guessing EMF 5. Fair enough. We witnessed a ghost event. I don't recall the ghost event, but thank you, Donald. I don't recall it, but thank you. We'll just try and get a photo of him. Maybe during a hunt at this rate, looking at that sanity. Right, let's see if we can survive. I'm coming, Donald. But yeah, I imagine this video will probably come out after my stream today. But I will be trying the Parabolic in combination with a lot of other items today on stream. I imagine I'll be trying like Parabolic and EMF, Parabolic and Thermometer. I think they're going to be a good combo personally. I'll see how they go. I am a fan of the Parabolic changes. It is kind of what they envisioned it to be in the first place, I think. I believe the in-game description even called it... Did it even call it a portable sound sensor? I can't remember. It definitely said that it picked up sounds over a great distance, which it didn't before. It didn't at all. It only had a few meters range, so... Yeah, interesting changes. It might not be very useful at all now on the houses. It's probably just going to pick up too many sounds, I guess, from too many rooms. Might be hard to pinpoint in the houses. I guess if you like point in a direction, you could literally pick up the whole house. So maybe I won't get much use from it there anymore. Unless, like I said, what if you look at the floor? That might just pick up from the room that you're in. Right, you're gonna have to show yourself, Donald. Don't be a pain. Can you do something? Give me a sign. Can you show yourself? Gonna have to do it during a hunt in a minute. Show yourself. Come on, Donald. Give me a sign, Donald. Hello. He looked rather fast, didn't he? Well, nice to see you. Very cooperative. I'm out of here. Got all I need. Not seen that ghost model in quite a while, actually. We were talking about this yesterday, me and a few other people. There's some ghost models that some of us get so frequently, and there's some that other people just don't get at all. Like, I always get the Grudge Girl, but some people were saying that she's so rare for them. And then I had the guy that he kind of looks like a zombie, like he's a bit decayed, a bit like a skeleton with a sickle. And I was saying I've not seen him in weeks, but then other people were saying, oh, I literally get him all the time. So it's very interesting how we all have our own little stories. Let's get out of here. I think that's everything. That was quite a smooth high school anyway. So yeah, I did want to play high school today because I wanted to test the new phone changes. They were definitely more quiet, I have to say. I mean, I could still hear it from a distance, I won't lie. When I was in the room though, it was a lot quieter. Maybe that's the change that they were going for. Initially from the patch notes, I thought they were doing it so you couldn't hear it from a distance. So that you can't use it to guide yourself to the ghost room. But maybe after all, I don't know, I still heard it. I was there. I was above the power. It was quite a distance and it was still quite loud. But then when I was stood next to the phone in the ghost room, it was quite muffled and a bit quiet. So maybe that was the change they were going for after all. I do like that new activity thing as well. I don't know how much it is actually gonna disguise EMF5 though. But I never used that in the first place, so I don't know much about that. Anyway. Yay, Wraith. 250, that's quite good actually. Yeah, not too bad. Lovely, so I do wonder, is there going to be another beta update before I get this video out? Are they going to change the Parabolic again? Oh, they are so fast at the moment with the updates, it's crazy. So there we go, that's the new Parabolic in action. I do look forward to testing it more on a variety of maps. I don't feel like it's going to be as useful on the smaller maps, but I'm going to give it a go. Medium and large maps I think is where it's going to shine in particular now. Especially on Asylum, it might help to point you in the right direction at the beginning, because it's kind of a 50-50. If you don't use it, you kind of guess left or right, don't you? I'm looking forward to seeing how much the ghosts wander now. I didn't get to really experiment with that on that mission, but I'll be playing a lot more over the next few days, so I'm excited for that. And the activity monitor chart doesn't really affect me because it's never something I really used, but I'm glad that they're encouraging people to go in and use their equipment, so yeah, good luck with the Parabolic. Go and give it a go. Yeah, let me know how you find it. I look forward to hearing your stories. Alright guys, thank you for watching as always. Hope you're enjoying the beta. Stay safe and happy hunting.